People who have reached the top of an organisation are expected to come preloaded with all the necessary experience and skills required for the job. New CEOs have typically had a successful career to date and often seem destined for the leading role. In the eyes of others, they make it look easy and appear to ooze confidence. But if you are that person, it's likely to feel very different when you turn up at work on day one as a CEO. Over 70% of successful people experience anxiety and imposter syndrome symptoms about their abilities. One day they may be heading a sales, marketing, powerhouse department. Then the next, they are taking on responsibility for the whole company. That means grasping that the post-room and reception matter as much as the R&D, HR, and legal departments, and that everyone in the company is looking to you for both leadership and their livelihoods. This book is designed to help first-time CEOs entering an existing corporation or organisation. Startups are slightly different. It's also full of advice for those aspiring to become first-time CEOs. Being a CEO is no longer like leading the line and scoring the goals. It's more like wielding the baton as the conductor of an orchestra to bring out the best in each section while ensuring that every contribution is coordinated to deliver the optimum overall outcome. It's a new skill set, and to give yourself the best chance of growing into the role and attaining success, you will need encouragement, guidance, and nurturing to develop it while on the job. This achievement will confirm you as a good and effective CEO, opening a new level for the rest of your career. Personally, I consider myself to have been very lucky in my business life. Everyone's definition of luck varies, though. It's clear to me that it is possible to make your own luck. We'll talk more about that in this book as it's a big topic. I was made a director of a £1 billion turnover company at the age of 33 and then CEO of a £220 million entertainment company with 2,000 employees and 1 million square feet of retail space. A dream job in an industry that I love. I've been elected president of cross-industry associations, won top awards in the publishing industry, and been awarded an honorary fellowship for services to the British book trade. I was also recognised in the Observer's 10 most influential individuals in the book industry, one place below a certain J.K. Rowling. Currently, I'm chair of 2 companies, as well as providing an exclusive coaching and mentoring service for a few select leaders. Through this service, I've helped bring success to CEOs across a wide range of industries, from academia and publishing to financial services and luxury goods. You may think that your problems are unique, but, believe me, patterns are clear and common across the spectrum. When promoted to the top job for the first time, it's only natural to have doubts about your ability to succeed in the role. Specialists feel they lack the general management skills to run a company. Many scientific industries have traditionally promoted their most able technicians into senior executive roles without providing the necessary management training. General managers feel they lack the specialist skills needed in a particular industry, but that's not really a problem. Being a generalist is a specialist skill in itself. Becoming a CEO for the first time can lead to experiencing stress at an extreme level. Understandable concern that you lack the necessary skills and experience to do the job successfully can morph into a self-fulfilling prophecy and restrict your ability to grow into the role. What can happen then is, 1, you are likely to work twice as hard to overcome the issues, but also procrastinate rather than tackling what you really need to. 2, you are often tense about your relationship with your chair, board, or investors, and are uncertain how to juggle a focus on improving current performance with developing strategic plans. 3, you may worry that your exec team is not completely on board with your appointment and supportive of your direction and priorities for the company. 4, all this can be exacerbated by being a new entrant to the sector, little known by the organisation's clients and partners, and with a minimal reputation within that industry or with the trade media who can amplify your messages and profile. How can you have the necessary experience to run a company when it's your first time? The word to focus on here is necessary, so congratulations. You've already ticked this particular box as you've been appointed to the role. I've worked with many CEOs who look supremely confident to others, but are hindered by anxiety. One told me that she was crippled with fear every working day, but when, 15 minutes later, I asked her to tell me about a boss she admired, she said, "I've never worked for anyone I haven't caught up with and surpassed." This confidence-crisis combination often compounds the problem. People see an assured facade and assume that you don't need or even want their help. So, who can you talk to? That depends on what is going on in your head. Your boss gave you the job and wants to know that they made the right decision. You may be worried that asking questions may expose a lack of the required experience that your boss thinks you have. Are you a different person to the one they think they hired? Some of your direct reports may think they should have got your job. If you were promoted from within, then until your recent appointment, they were your peers, and they may not take reporting into you well. If you are external, they may think it should have been an internal appointment. And also, you feel you should know all the answers yourself and not need to seek help or advice. Above all, you feel that you can't show any signs of inexperience or weakness. This can easily develop into a trap. It is comparatively easy to see where others are going wrong and suggest solutions, but it is extremely difficult to self-diagnose these issues and find your own way out. I've lived through and understand the issues that first-time CEOs face from 4 sides of the boardroom table: as an executive board member, as a CEO, as a non-exec director, and as the chair. I know that managing and motivating people well is the number one solution that connects all the issues that the novice CEO faces. 2 out of 5 CEOs fail in their first 18 months, according to the Harvard Business Review. And it's not their expertise or experience to blame. It's their people skills, political nous, and inability to build the necessary relationships with the key points of contact in the company. Through my own company, Grey Area Coaching Limited, I've devised the CEO Winner's Circle. This is an 8-step process that concentrates on you throughout. It shows you how to not just manage, but also take the lead with the key relationships you need to master. These are your relationship with yourself, how you think about and deal with yourself. Internal relationships, upwards with your chair, board and investors, with your direct reports, and across the overall organization that you now run. And external relationships with clients and suppliers, with partners, across the wider industry, and with the media. These steps will give you the tools to improve each of these relationships and get everyone pulling in the same direction. Their success leads to the company's success, which leads to your success. You can never get rid of office politics completely, but you can make relationships work for you and for the good of the organization. The resulting reduction in stress and angst will help you to enjoy your job and also have a dramatic and beneficial effect on your home life. When your problems seem insurmountable, the solution can appear miraculous. I've seen it work for me and for the CEOs that I work with. The first CEO client that I helped with this approach wrote a testimonial declaring, "David's coaching sessions have had a profound impact on my life." This book is designed for first-time CEOs or those aspiring to become one, who know that they don't have all the answers but are unsure where to find the much-needed support that they need. Perhaps someone like you. It has case studies on how people like you have learned to succeed and has anecdotes that may trigger ideas in your own mind that answer your immediate needs. In my coaching and mentoring sessions with first-time CEOs, it is remarkable how discussing a real example from my own past can unlock a parallel problem my current client is wrestling with, not with exactly the same answer, but often with a light bulb moment that helps them see their own issue differently. This is not a Be Like Me book from a once-in-a-generation superstar business guru whose advice may be admirable, but difficult, if not impossible, for the rest of us to pull off. It's also not for narcissists who are happy to bulldoze their way to the top without worrying about the damage caused to others or the organization along the way. It's for every first-time and aspiring CEO who wants to increase their chances of doing well in their job and bring success to their company and its people. I believe passionately that professional, independent coaching and mentoring should become compulsory for all first-time CEOs. It's a relatively minor investment with a major long-term payback, both commercially and personally. The world is in need of great leaders. This is my contribution towards shaping the next generation of outstanding, empathetic leaders with both the vision and high emotional intelligence to achieve amazing things.